I quit at being independent. I don't want to do this shit anymore. This shit is draining. I'm so ready to have a man come into my life and take care of me.
Wasted 10 years on feminism and woke culture, and there was aspects of, you can be independent, you don't need a man, and all of that New York woke bullshit that really happens.
When did you realize that it was a lie?
Honestly, probably like a year ago. That's the problem.
What made you realize?
And it's interesting. I started really listening to Andrew Tate's long form content.
Yeah, nice.
And understanding truly what he meant.
Yeah.
And it really changed everything for me and how I viewed men and women and relationships. And
feminism is one of the biggest scams. They're indoctrinating young girls. I was even indoctrinated to think that your career is going to bring you happiness. Then you hit 40s, 50s, not married, no children, and it's heartbreaking. You're not happy. And I'm so happy and so grateful that I figured this out in my early 20s. You have some women in their 30s, 40s listening to Cardi B, dedicating their lives to their career, and they're going to be miserable. They're creating a certain lifestyle for themselves, and no man is ever going to want them. Then we start hating on men because men prefer younger women. Well, that's not really men's fault, is it? It's society's fault. Society should have told girls when they were much younger that at that age they're going to be most desirable. But no, they were busy building their careers and building all these different things, which unfortunately they wake up one day and realize just isn't satisfying enough. And so I think it's very sad.
It's a mistake. I lived quite a feminist lifestyle for quite some time.
What do you mean you lived a feminist lifestyle?
I'm independent financially and all of those things, and I kind of pursued my career for a really long time. I pursued my academics for a really long time. I really appreciate all of that. I think as you get older, you realize how unfulfilling all of those things are, and when you're sold that dream for a really long time, you're so convinced that that can't wait, and you're so convinced that marriage, kids, and becoming all of those things that are more traditional can wait, and really biologically it's the other way around. So for me, I would say it's been a mistake.
See these 65-year-old women videos going viral where they say, I walked with the feminist. I bought into the argument of being a feminist. Man was an enemy in my life. I'm 65 years old. I've never been married. I have no kids. I will never be able to experience what it is to be married to a man when I was in my 20s. The concept of feminism stole that away from me. Just because I looked at man as the enemy, and he's not.
You can be single and free and travel and hang out with your girls and live this amazing life. But the reality is, women have an expiration date in terms of having a family. Men don't. You guys could be 70 and birth a new family if you wanted to. Don't know why you would, but if you did, you could do that. But as women, we have a limited time frame of, I think it's 28 or 30. So we only have this window, and when it passes, that's it.
A woman called me. She said, I'm 50 years old. I have 3 degrees. I'm very successful entrepreneur, CEO. And I want you to know, Dennis, that I deeply regret that I followed the feminist advice at college. Because when I come home after a successful day at work to an empty home, no husband, no children, no family, it's not good.
Gentlemen, I do not think you guys are grasping the situation. In all these comments, I'm hearing how you are not going to tell your sons to marry, how you are happier being single, how you would rather be a passport brother and go to a different country to find a wife. Now, while I empathetically, deeply understand your rationalization to this conclusion, believe me, I do. It's wrong on so many levels because at the same time, you guys are asking how we fix our society and how we fix our culture. There is a reason they took women out of the home. It should show you the importance of having a woman there, just like the importance of having a father in the home. If the key component to detrimentalizing our society and our culture as a whole in America is to remove the wife and the mom from the home, then the answer is to bring her back in. I am by no means here to shit on women. Honestly, as much as the Puppet Masters has put in to break us as a family unit and as a society, we need to fix it, and it absolutely cannot be fixed without the help of men. Sadly, men have been completely destroyed by this feminist movement. But I also don't want to shame women, and I want to bring them back home. And I can't do that alone. We need help from men. Think about what world your sons want to be raised. Women. Female empowerment is not sexual liberation. You may think you're being free when you sleep with all these men, but when reality, you're actually bonding yourself energetically to multiple partners. And the standard of men that sleep with you is not the standard of men that will actually commit to you. Meaning, you might sleep with a stone cold 9 and think that's your highest value, when in reality, the only type of guy that's going to actually commit to you might be an 8, a 7, or a 6. If you sleep around and give yourself away in such a very short amount of time, all you did was just not become marriage material to them. In fact, I would go as far to say as you are nothing but a side hoe. You may not even know this man, but at the point that you gave yourself to him, he has another woman somewhere on the side that he is actually looking at committing to and is marriage material and looking at something more permanent for the rest of his life that fulfills his needs. But you were just something convenient that came along on a weekend because he got you from a club. He is not your highest standard. You are just a side hoe. I'm not saying this to be harsh. I just wish that we had a generation of moms that were willing to be this blunt with us, because your friends, honey, are giving you terrible advice. If you had a real friend, she would have told you, keep your legs closed, be honorable, be a woman, and most importantly, you have to compromise. He will not just take you as you are because he loves you. It's not Disney.
What's up, YouTube? Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. If you're a new viewer, please make sure you subscribe. If you're a regular viewer, I love you so much and thank you. This is not the first time I am reacting to this kind of videos. Day in, day out, a lot of feminists come out saying they regret being feminist and all that. And this make me question feminism. I mean, I feel like there is something wrong with feminism that feminists are refusing to tell young girls, because the fact that these women reach their prime, they reach their 40s, 50s and come out to say they regret it, means there is something wrong that they are hiding from us. And I hope young girls watch this type of videos so that they make the right decisions in life. Now let's take this video for example. I don't understand why most women think that chasing your dreams, chasing your profession, chasing your career means you can't get married, you can't have kids. Having kids and getting married doesn't mean you can't chase your career. There are a lot of women, successful women who have kids, have gotten married, and they still chase their career. They're still career women. So I don't know who poisoned females' mind that when you get married, you can't chase your career, you automatically become a housewife. I just don't get it. Now I want to talk about body counts, like this lady said. I mean, most of these women who claim they are feminist and woke ladies feel like settling down with one man means he's going to control you and all that. But then they go ahead and sleep with multiple men. So are you trying to say that sleeping with multiple men is good, but then settling with one man is bad? Make it make sense. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, it is your body, you can do whatever you want to do with your body, but then after doing everything you want to do with your body, don't come crying on social media that you need a man. Like, are you for real? After going around with everybody, you come out and say you need that one man to settle down with. Are you for real? And you think people are gonna take you seriously? This is just what I think. I know there are genuine women who don't want to get married. I understand them, but then don't be deceived by feminism and woke ladies thinking that, oh, I want to do everything I want to do, I don't want any man, I don't want a family. Don't be deceived. Make sure you are making the right decisions. So guys, I'm not even going to talk much about this. It really pisses me off, but let me know your opinions in the comment section. What do you think about this one? I'm going to end this video here. Please make sure you subscribe to this channel, like this video and share it for me. I promise you will love it here, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.